There was a small village named Sundarpur. It was surrounded by green hills and a quiet lake. People there lived simple lives. In that village lived a 12-year-old boy named Kishan. Kishan had a strange habit. He tried to do everything perfectly. If he wrote in his notebook, he would erase the page 5 times. If he helped his mother cut vegetables, he would start again if a slice looked uneven. If he played with friends and made a small mistake, he would stop playing. People said, "Kishan is a very disciplined boy." But inside, Kishan was tired, very tired. One day, a new teacher came to the village school. Her name was Meera. She was calm, soft-spoken, and observant. On her first day, she asked the students to draw a picture of their home. All children started drawing happily. Some drew crooked houses, some colored outside the lines, some laughed while drawing. Kishan did not smile. He erased and erased and erased. His paper slowly became thin. When time was up, Meera collected the drawings. Kishan did not submit his. "It is not finished," he said. Meera looked at the paper. It was almost blank. "Why?" she asked. "It is not perfect," Kishan replied. Meera did not argue. She just nodded. The next day, Meera brought something unusual to class. A large, cracked clay pot. It had a visible line running across it. She placed it on the table. "Who wants this pot?" she asked. No one raised her hand. "It is broken," someone said. Meera smiled. "Yes, it is not perfect." She placed it near the window. Every day after that, she filled the cracked pot with water, and every day water slowly leaked from the crack. The students laughed. "It is useless," they whispered. Kishan agreed silently. After 1 week, Meera took the class outside. She asked them to follow the path from the classroom to the well. On one side of the path, flowers were blooming. Bright yellow, soft pink, small ones. On the other side, there was only dry soil. Meera asked, "Do you know why flowers grow only on one side?" The children shook their heads. She smiled. "Every day I carried water in that cracked pot, and every day it watered this side of the path." The children were quiet. Kishan stared at the flowers. That evening, Kishan could not sleep. He kept thinking about the pot. A broken pot, growing flowers. He had always believed something simple. If something is cracked, it is useless. But now, he wasn't sure. Days passed. One afternoon, Kishan was helping his grandfather repair an old wooden cart. The cart wheel was slightly uneven. Kishan said, "We should throw it away and make a new one." His grandfather laughed. "This wheel has traveled more than you," he said. He fixed the wheel slowly. It was not perfect, but it worked. Kishan began noticing something strange. The old banyan tree in the village had a twisted trunk, but it gave the best shade. The village singer's voice sometimes cracked, but his songs made people cry. The strongest farmer had a limp, but he worked harder than anyone. Nothing in the village was perfect, yet everything had value. One day, during a school competition, Kishan participated in a running race. Halfway through, he stumbled and fell. His knee was scratched. He wanted to quit. The old Kishan would have walked away because winning perfectly mattered more than finishing imperfectly. But this time, he stood up and continued running. He did not win. He came third. But when he crossed the line, something inside him felt lighter. Not because he was the best, but because he did not stop.
That evening, he went to Meera. "Ma'am," he said quietly, "is anyone perfect?" Meera shook her head gently. If someone were perfect, they would stop growing. Kishan frowned. "What do you mean?" "Cracks allow change," she replied. "Without cracks, nothing enters, nothing leaves." He did not fully understand, but he felt it. Months later, during monsoon, a strong storm hit Sundarpur. Roofs leaked, walls cracked, trees bent. The villagers worked together to repair the damage. Kishan helped carry bricks. His work was not neat, his hands were muddy, his lines were not straight, but houses were rebuilt, people were safe, life continued. And in that chaos, perfection had no importance. Only effort did. Years passed. Kishan grew older. He became a craftsman. His wooden tables were strong, not flawless. Each had small differences, tiny marks, natural curves. People loved them because they felt real. One day, a customer asked him, "Why don't you polish away these marks?" Kishan smiled. "Because that's where the story lives." The cracked pot still sat near the classroom window, old now, more fragile, but the flowers along the path still bloomed every year. Visitors often asked, "Why keep a broken pot?" And the villagers would say, "It reminds us. Nobody is perfect. Not the tree, not the wheel, not the voice, not the boy." And that is exactly why life works. Because in every crack, something grows. In every mistake, something moves. In every fall, something changes. Perfection stops life. Imperfection shapes it. And in Sundarpur, a boy who once erased every line learned to leave a few marks untouched.
That's it for today. If you liked this story, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks.